Keep going. Keep going. You're almost at the top.
Montezuma's gold. The story goes that when Cortez and the Spanish came over, the Aztecs loaded up their gold and sent a whole bunch of people to the north. Again, roughly 500 slaves and 500 warriors. And so they came up to somewhere in this area. People think it could be in Nevada, Utah, possibly New Mexico or Arizona. And they hid the gold, and the warriors turned to the slaves basically and said, we're going to have you take an oath to protect this gold in life and death. They took the oath. They turned around and killed all of them. You're going to protect it in death. So it's cursed, supposedly. Very sharp. Sharp as a cactus needle. But it's a really resourceful plant. So the Native Americans, again, have used it to dye clothing and to make paint to draw pictographs on walls and things. Pocket right here, and then just swirls through here. So sometimes you can even get little dust devil tornadoes spinning up at the top of the dune up there. And the other 10% of the erosion here is going to be from rockfall in the winter. When the moisture gets back in those cracks and freezes and expands. We haven't had any major rockfall. I think it's been about 2.5 years since the last piece came down. You see all this texturing through here, all the layering. All this sandstone was formed when this was all underwater. So you get the oranges and the yellows forming through here. That's caused from sulfur. And this real dark stuff in here are just real thin layers that are chock full of iron, so much so that they've rusted and oxidized and give you that nice rust color.
So this is actually a very cool place to come and check out. All right, so if you're looking to do anything in the Kanab area, look up our friend Josh and Expedition Kanab. They've done a fantastic job. Josh knows a lot about the history of Kanab and the surrounding area. So again, look up Expedition Kanab when you're in the Kanab area. This week's adventure takes us to Kanab, Utah. I think that's how it's pronounced, right? Kanab?
Yeah.
Kanab?
Kanab.
Kanab. All right, so it's Kanab, Utah. We're headed to the sand caves. The trail is not really well marked, but it appears that you park here in this parking spot, and here is the trailhead. Now, for all of the years we've lived out west, specifically in Utah, we've actually never been here to Kanab. So it's the first time. Actually, no, I take that back. Kathy has been to Kanab about a year or so ago, right,
Yeah.
with one of her daughters.
One of my boyfriend's daughters.
Oopsies. I guess we'll have to cut that part out. Did I mention already that this is not a very well identified or marked trail? All right, I think I've probably mentioned once or twice, this trail is not very well marked.
Okay, we made it to the entrance of the sand caves, and there really is a lot of ways that you can get to the caves. There's no markings on the rock. I guess it just depends on your risk tolerance.
And levels of anxiety, right?
Yeah, we started one, and I said, we can do it. And then I see Michael slipping, and I said, no, we're turning around. But if you want the easiest, they told us to go to the end of the path and then start your climbing.
Would you recommend this short little hike?
Yeah, I think it's only a mile, so it's an easy hike. I did this with Jessica, and we were carrying a baby, so it's not that scary. But definitely take the easy route if you have a baby on your back.
Cornington from there, the top 2 screws all the way down, a quick scribble all over, and then you're ready for your first run, but you'll reapply every time for the tallest dune and every other time for the smaller one. Alright?
Here we are at the pink coral sand dunes, and we were hoping for a little cooler weather, and we got it.
Yeah, be careful what you ask for.
We've got our, I don't know if you call these knee boards, surfboards, but we won't be surfing on them. We will be sitting down.
Could be fun.
Fact of the matter is, we really like the sand that's at the beach, and this sand seems pretty fluffy. I'm just not sure we're going to like it as much as we're going zipping down the hill. As we say sometimes in the video world, anything for the shot. Oh, I heard some thunder. Maybe not anything for the shot. I think you're supposed to be sitting on the board and not having it on your head. When in Rome. Okay, I've zoomed in about as far as I can. Hopefully Kathy is visible. You went down that in record time. How do you feel?
I feel amazing. What?
I'm just waiting for the elevator. I think there's supposed to be an elevator that takes us up the hill.
I think so, honey.
I'm pretty sure. If we wait here long enough, I think we'll hear it.
You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think that's how it's supposed to work.
Let's wait then.
Let's wait it out.
Yeah.
Apparently, the elevator is broken today, so when you come, don't count on an elevator. Hopefully, water. Suffering. Water. Ouch! That nearly ripped my hand right off! Or my arm! Are we there yet? Definitely should have waited for the elevator. Not entirely sure how to do this, other than to just sit down, and I'm reminded at the moment of a great documentary. Let's see, I think it's called, oh yeah, that's right, Christmas Vacation. They somehow got Chevy Chase to do part of that documentary. So if you've seen the movie, you probably know what I'm referring to. Let's hope that doesn't happen to us. Okay, let it rip, dude, or whatever was that. Okay, I'm gonna take that as not a comment on my weight, but that the sand is a little wet, because I think I got about 10 feet is all. We'll try that again. All right, it's Kathy's turn. Let's see how much. Okay, what did they say back at the shop?
The top 2 screws all the way down, a quick scribble all over, and then you're ready for your first run, but you'll reapply every time for the tallest tune and every other time for the smaller one.
Okay, I'm sure that's the ticket right there. Let's try this again. Second time is a charm. Let's give it a try. Okay, a little better. If you first don't succeed, try and try again. I tried and I tried again. Should I try it a third time? Sure, why not? I did exude all that energy just getting up here, right? So why not? This time, I'm gonna wax even higher. I'm actually wondering, where's Danielson when you need him? Wax on, wax off. I need more wax on, I think. Those are a bunch of dad jokes and grandpa jokes. Kathy on the back. Kathy. Oh, there she is. I can't zoom in that far. Okay, that didn't work so well either. All right, I'm gonna chalk this up for wet sand on the top, and not that this doesn't work. Well, maybe a little bit of my lack of skill as well. Okay, I'm gonna state the obvious. Much easier walking downhill than it is uphill. Okay, I can't go on. I can't do it. I've gone maybe 100 yards, maybe 150 yards at most. I think that's really the most you can ever ask of anyone to do. In fact, probably more. And I'm done. So if anyone happens to see this video in the next 100, 200 years, dig for me below the sand around this spot. Oh, so there you are. What happened?
My weakness is my ears. They start hurting, so I had to get out the wind.
All right, well, those boards were well ridden. All right, so next time you're in the Kanab area and looking to do a great outing, the Peekaboo Canyon is absolutely fantastic, as you saw in the video. Just wonderful designs, and I would call it architecture, but I'm sure that's not it. So anyway, connect with our friends, Adventure Tour Company. As empty nesters, we've been around a lot of places, especially in the Intermountain West, doing various things. Yeah. Now, the one place we've not been before, and that is here in Kanab, Utah. So what do you think?
I love it. I love Kanab because it's a smaller town. It's not quite as big as St. George, so I'm sold on it. What about you?
Yes, I really like it as well. I think it depends on your vibe, what it is that you want out of your experience. If you're looking for hiking and outdoor activities, ATVs, probably even dirt bikes. If you're looking for a great combination of nightlife, shopping, and outdoor activities, as of right now, this may not be the place for you. However, if you're looking for mostly outdoor stuff, this is a really good option for you. We've really enjoyed it. We've been here for a couple of days already, and in fact, we wish that we had been here for a couple more days, at least one more day.
Kanab makes a good home base because it's right next to Zion's, Lake Powell, you got your Bryce Canyon, the Grand Canyon, so it's kind of right in the middle of all of those fun places.
And even St. George, I think it's just about an hour to St. George. One of the things that they talk about here in Kanab is that they're centrally located. You can do a whole bunch of things within 30 to 60 minute drive. So if you're looking for somewhere new that you can still get great outdoor experience without so many people, Kanab, Utah may be it for you.
Yep, agreed.